bearing the fruit. The fruit of your labors of love come in seasons, just like actual fruit. There is a time and place for everything. All of our processes are necessary and normal. There is a time for the planting of the seeds. There is a time for the darkness of the breaking open of those seeds to sprout something new. And there is a time for emergence from that darkness into light. A time for rapid new growth to shoot towards the sky. And a time for blossoming and bearing the fruit, which then drops to the earth to start the whole cycle over. So the secret to a beautiful and luscious garden of life that you can feast on year-round then is this. You must get to know what you're planting, and you must honor its seasons and cycles, and honor yours. That does not mean that you need to have a meticulous plan or know exactly where it's all going, but it does mean that you need to pay attention to what's happening now in your garden and tend to what it needs now. Master gardeners and farmers plant so that there are continual cycles of growth and blooming and continual cycles of rest, cutting back, and renewal. There are times to tend to bare and fallow ground and times to tend to harvest. And all of these are honored as equally vital parts of great abundance. So which season are you in now in your life? Or perhaps different parts of your life are in different seasons of growth, like different patches of crops on a farm. Perhaps different projects or offerings of yours or creative ventures of yours are in their own stages as well. Perhaps some of them are in seed and some of them are in bloom. It might be helpful to note which cycle each one of those things are in right now. Perhaps you have a previous job or career that has fruited or is fruiting, but the fruit has started to rot and go back to ground. Or perhaps you have some new projects just in the seed stage. Perhaps you have some projects that you've been tending as seeds that are now tender little shoots, still requiring much of your protection and your nurturing. I find it very helpful to reflect on it this way and to honor the stage that I'm in or the stage that different projects or parts of my life are at. Because we live in this culture now where it's so easy to slip into the mindset that you have to be constantly on and in bloom at all times, and it's exhausting. And more importantly, it's not the truth. It just looks that way from the outside. But from the inside, you will see there are cycles. The work that I do in my Feast or Famine No More course is about continually tending to and caring for your garden of life, so that things that have bloomed and come to fruit can be put into jars and shelved to sustain you through your winters and your early growing seasons when nothing is coming to harvest from those things. It is the work that helps your mind to open to new ways in which to do that, by healing the places in your heart and soul that need healing and have been keeping those ways out. My Feast or Famine No More course is open year-round, and you are always invited in to begin your journey from wherever you're at. It is a slow and nourishing train ride to a more bountiful future for yourself and all humankind. Because what I want is to help you bear your own fruits in your very own way and your very own time. My only promise with this work, and with any of my work, is that you will find and feel more you, and reclaim your authentic life path and your own version of your greatest happiness. It's all I want for you, because it's all I want for me. So come and join me if you feel called. I'd love to have you. You can find out more about it at sunnychapman.com/feast. And if you'd like to get these posts to your inbox every Sunday morning like clockwork, you can do that at sunnychapman.com/more.